So what is this thing we're going to talk about, this crucial conversations thing? It's feedback, giving and receiving, and it's learning how to deal with conflict. The title of the book is Tools for Talking When Stakes Are High. There's a difference of opinion. Emotions are strong, and the stakes are high. In other words, you can't stand the outcome.
This is a win-win. The purpose of a crucial conversation is not to dominate the other person. It is not to dominate the other person. Yes. The purpose of a crucial conversation is not to win and have the other person lose. It's not to dominate them, it's to win-win. So here's the first exercise. Get some paper, get a pen. Here's the first exercise. I want you to write down a conflict you're currently experiencing with someone in your life. Write down a conflict you're currently experiencing with someone in your life. And if you're not currently in the midst of a conflict, write down perhaps one that you experienced a little while ago.
I have a family member that needs to give up their driver's license. And this person has always been in a position of power over me. But now I'm taking away his freedom. And so it's really hard on both sides.
Absolutely. And I am guessing that the reason the driver's license needs to go is because this person is no longer safe. Is that accurate?
Correct.
All right. Very high stakes. The emotions are clearly running high and clearly a difference of opinions. Do you guys see what we're doing here? All right. You got your crucial conversations. We're going to keep going.
So here's the problem. Not only are you programmed to fight or flee, and sometimes to freeze, you have been conditioned to believe that we can't talk about this stuff. Here's the challenge. We've been conditioned to believe that we are dualistically challenged. We either have to tell the truth or we have to lose a friend. That we can't find a way to talk about it without a bad outcome. I'm sympathetic to how that feels. I've been in that corner quite often. And yet, what this framework is going to teach us is that's just not true. So what do I really want for me? And if the answer is to be right, that may not be helpful. More importantly, what do I want for them? Is the purpose of this conversation to make them unhappy? To cause them to lose? To cause them to feel like they've made a bad decision? In which case, you can't get to the win-win Natalie was talking about. So what do I want for me? What do I want for them? And here's the kicker. What do I want for this relationship?
So I have a friend who is technologically challenged, doesn't know how to text, navigate the internet, anything. So she's always calling me to look up phone numbers for her, do research, that sort of thing. So what I did was I found some free basic computer courses at the library, recommended them to her. She was offended and hasn't spoken to me since.
Okay. So tell me what your start with heart is. You just told me how you diagnosed the problem. Now where's your heart?
My heart is, I think her life would be so much fuller and easier if she learned these technology skills, just basic, just be able to look up things for herself.
Okay, I'm going to challenge you. You just externalized the problem.
Okay.
You just put it on her. So where's your heart? What do you want for you in this relationship? Not what do you want her to do for her benefit?
Well, I'm a busy professional. I volunteer with Toastmasters and don't always have time to put my activities aside.
Here's the resentment. Where's your heart? What do you want for this?
I want a salvage relationship, but not feel responsible for this other person.
Okay. There it is. Did you hear how he just patched through all the psychological debris?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's important. It's like, I don't want to feel responsible for this. It's too much of a burden for him.
Yes.
That's all.
Yes.
I want you to take a moment and really think, is this you? Because typically people people fall into one of two categories. And there's big transcend categories, but people who are silent in their communication avoidal, they tend to be silent across the board. People who are violent, and we'll go into that in a minute, tend to be the same way. So you don't have to raise your hand, you don't have to tell the person next to you, just ask yourself, is this me? Is this me? And then dig deep and ask yourself, is this working? You have to make it safe. And I'm going to give a really good example here. I recognize that I can be veered towards violence. I was captain of my debate team, I love winning arguments, I'm a control enthusiast, not a surprise. And I'm also aware that when I'm angry and I know that I'm being veered into that, I have to give the other person space. Okay? If I engage in that conversation while I'm angry, it won't go well. And I've had some of those experiences where I have to step back and be like, you know what? I was veering into that. I need to own it and go make amends and then have this conversation because I want to win them out. I do not want to leave that person feeling bad. It is not my goal to be right forever to the end of the earth, as fun as that would be. It's not productive, is it? Karen's like, I wish, right? But it's not productive, okay? So you must own it. And finally, you're going to create a mutual purpose. This is the win-win. Our mutual purpose here is to reestablish our relationship so I can continue having a relationship with your children. Our mutual purpose here is that we're going to work together to create a really marvelous event. Our mutual purpose is together, we are going to come up with a solution to finish this project to the best of our ability. All of these things make it safe because it makes people feel better. And remember, we're making these decisions with our emotions. Think about what you need to do to make it safe. Hold on, write this down. Think about time, setting, tone. Do you need to apologize for something? Where does it need to go? What is your mutual purpose?
What I need to do to have a crucial conversation with a family member of mine who has told me that the sound of my voice irritates and is very unpleasant. And so emotions are very high. I need to write a letter and apologize and kind of recap, how I experienced this and ask, what else needs to be done. This is a family member that, you can't kick them out of your family. But the conflict is there and it festers when it stays, when you can't get rid of it. And we're at a standstill. So I think for me, I need to write a letter and start with that heart that I'd like for us to be reconciled without all of this, emotion that you have when someone has hurt you so deeply. So that's what I need to do.
Did you get a book? All right, we're going to book.